Hello and welcome to this special episode of Veeam Tech Bites. I'm going to call it Tech Bites Unplugged. We are at the VeeamON Tour in Toronto. I've stolen a host from the other series of the episode. Matt, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Rick. Thanks for having me on here. This is exciting. This is a massive turnout so far. Loving this VeeamON Tour in Toronto.
Yeah, I would have never thought we would have had this here, and it's kind of funny because just right over there, him and I did our very first presentation together. We were thinking about it last night, 2012, 2013.
Been a while.
You know, and we've of course worked together since through the community. We'll come back to that and more, but you know, Matt, we got so much to talk about here at this event. The audience, the partners, the customers, they are amped. And I'm going to start kind of with your perspective. What's something across the portfolio, you know, that people can use right now? We'll get to some news, but what's kind of the big buzz on the product side?
Oh, without a doubt, the Veeam software appliance. Every time I talk about it, it just generates so much interest, whether it's online, whether it's in person. People are loving it. The download numbers, they're just going like gangbusters. It is amazing. Just nothing but positive feedback.
It is, and you know, you might have a lot of questions about the Veeam software appliance and 13.0.0, this current release. Highly recommend going to community.veeam.com. You can click at the top, got the upgrade center, a lot of good information, but you can't upgrade yet. But I didn't want to change any branding, right? But stay tuned for that. But yeah, so that is that pre-built, pre-hardened, and predictable environment. It really saves a lot of time for our customers and partners. All right, next up in the portfolio, what's a big zinger on your plate as well?
Oh, geez. You know what? VDC, right? Veeam Data Cloud. Like, once again, just everywhere we look, whether it's Vault, whether it's M365, folks are just adopting this thing, and like, once again, just positive feedback all around.
Indeed. In fact, Veeam Data Cloud, 5 services on offer currently. I'm going to go chronologically because I might mess it up. Microsoft 365, Azure, some news coming there soon. Entra ID, Salesforce, and Vault. I didn't get the timing right, but Vault's a really powerful one because it's a purpose-built Azure storage account for the use case of Veeam, and it's built right into our account mechanism and everything, so really excited about that. And when you think about a VeeamON Tour here, again, this is the first one here in Canada proper, much less Toronto, I got a problem. We're talking to our people. We got technical breakouts. So we're gonna have those downstairs. Those are gonna be, the ideas I come up with, those are gonna be downstairs in the afternoon, so the practitioner audience will get to see that. Vault, one thing that sticks out to me on that is that it's built from, 2 fundamental truths: immutability and encryption. And here's a zinger. I've put this out a number of times. We're a big company, big fancy software company, right? And we do not have a case on record of an organization in a ransomware scenario if they have an immutable backup, like in a cloud, in a blob or an S3 bucket, and very important, and they have their encryption password. We don't have a case of someone unable to drive recovery.
It is amazing. It speaks for itself.
And so that's how we built Vault. So really powerful there.
Yeah, and the other common talking point I hear from customers about Vault, why they love it, predictable pricing.
For sure.
As a former customer, thinking about cloud storage, I'd have to run through calculators, figure out API costs, egress costs, like all these things.
Bill shock.
Yeah, it would scare me.
Yeah, right.
So making it easy? Absolutely.
Yeah, great traction there. And so, we're going to have that for sure within the content here today. We're also, walking through the portfolio. Coveware by Veeam, very popular discussion there. We'll have a couple insights that have rolled into some of our ransomware trends and some of the other different experiences through the event. But there's some big news this week. Note to producer, I lost a preview, but the show must go on. We had some big news this week. Veeam acquired security.ai.
Yep, huge news.
Yeah.
So when I first heard about this, it kind of blew my mind, but it makes so much sense where we're going. Gone are the days where backups are just about, recovering files and somebody deleted something. No, it really paints the picture about how security needs to be there throughout the data's life cycle.
Yeah, right. And so this is really the combination of 2 leaders ushering in a new era of data resilience. AI-powered insights on the data in the primary estate. That's the magic. To really make it work, we have to work backwards in the supply chain of data, and I'm really excited about that. Got to wait for the deal to close. We announced it on Tuesday of this week, but it's going to be a big deal, so stay tuned for more. And I got a quick visual. We can take a look at that right now. One thing I'll highlight about security.ai is we're going to be talking about that at the VeeamON Global Launch virtual event. You're going to hear right from our CEO about this, so right from the source. I'll outline what we can at this time, but Matt, there's no better time to be thinking green and thinking Veeam.
Love it, love it.
Matt, thank you so much for joining me here on Tech Bites.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
And if you haven't registered yet, go to Veeam.com. You can't miss it. We've got the Global Launch Virtual Event right up on the page there. You can sign up today. It is on the 19th of November. It's like, I think the whole run of show for the keynote is hour and a half. And then secondly, there's a series of breakouts. Myself, Emily Tejas, and Brad Lynch talked a lot about stuff that we're going to announce there. I should say, I shouldn't drop the name because we haven't announced it yet. We also talked a lot about, we have Entra ID, Microsoft 365, forgot Entra, that's a good one. But anyways, you can go to Veeam.com and register for that today. All right, so that VeeamON Global Launch Virtual Event, you've got to check it out. Go to Veeam.com, you can register for that today. Big thanks to Matt joining us here at the VeeamON Tour Toronto. In fact, he's already been pulled off talking to some of the community members, which is a good segue to welcome in Sophia Hollywood Mohammed on the Tech Bites. How you doing today, Sophia?
You're too kind, Rick. I'm doing well. It's great to be here in Toronto.
You're good on camera. I'm just going to say it. That's why I call her Hollywood.
Try.
So one of the things that is central to our experience is our community, capital C community, lowercase c community. Explain the community to the audience, because we do that on the recap and we do that other places, but we don't really do it on Tech Bites.
Yeah, I mean, the community is kind of essentially why we're here today. Why do people come to VeeamON Tours, Rick? They come to connect, they come to knowledge share, they come to learn new things. And that's exactly why people join our Veeam community. And there are many ways to do all of those three things. We have our community resource hub, which I'll be sharing a little bit about later today in a session with you, Rick. And our community members, we have our Veeam 100 program. We have one of them right behind us right now, Chris Schulderhose. I saw Jeff Burke earlier today as well. So those are our top influencers who are very active in our community. And of course, we have our Veeam user groups. This is a great way for people to connect with members in their local community. So we have one here in Canada that meets up here in Toronto.
Yeah,
so
and there's one out west,
Goose.
Show name.
Yeah, Tyler Jurgens.
He is involved with that one as well. But yeah, I love it. In our community, the Veeam 100, which is a subset, that's kind of what I'm referring to as capital C community. That is specifically 3 different programs. There's the Vanguards, which are members who really function as incredible advocates on their own properties, their blog, their GitHub, their YouTube, things like that. And then there are Legends, which are incredible advocates who share incredible information on Veeam properties. The Community Hub,
R&D forums,
and
active in user groups.
Yeah, above and beyond with user groups and such. And then there's a third program, which is called the Veeam MVPs, which is for our employees who are behaving like the other 2 buckets, but it's not part of their job.
Exactly.
Right? That's the simplest way to outline all of that stuff. So really love our community. They always show up. So I know we have 3 members here today. We're going to have them on stage. That's really cool.
We brought some Canada Veeam community stickers, Rick, if you want to help show them off.
That is awesome.
With Alfred and the Canada flag. So we'll be sharing those out to the community that's here today.
I have speaking of sharing, we got some, I don't know, possibly the best swag ever, straight from the Canadian Strategic Maple Syrup Reserves. We're giving out Veeam branded maple syrup.
I want to take one home.
I don't know. No. You got to check your customs
We'll have to check if it's allowed.
So we'll see. Yeah, but this is good stuff. The real deal. I put this in coffee. I put this everywhere. I mentioned the technical track. There's also an executive track. Got a great panel, incredible panel of tech leaders that they have today. So I really like that they brought the customer perspective pretty solid here. Yeah. So I mean, a lot going on, and you mentioned the community hub. Any other key resource that I think we want to draw people's attention to? I
really think the community resource hub is where you'll find everything new with the community. So that's definitely your first go-to. Community.veeam.com. Anything new in the community, you'll find there. So I always lead people to that path first to just familiarize themselves with the community, what's going on with Veeam, the conversations. You mentioned the new acquisition. That's already a conversation that's happening on the hub. So always that place that you can go to for all of the Veeam conversations.
Yeah, and another thing to kind of note is that this is a VeeamON Tour in Toronto. We've got the VeeamON Global Launch virtual event. VeeamON is an experience that really goes across different media, online, in person. So stay tuned. And I don't know the rest of the world if there are any more VeeamON Tours. So even though this is the first one in Canada, you know, your local teams will definitely promote those, and you know, just keep talking to Veeam. And then you'll also see we talk about it in the community hub, sharing the links and stuff. So you can always find what you need to be with Veeam. So good stuff. Well, when it comes to Tech Bites, you know, I've been absent, I've been bad. Thank you, Matt. You know, between the two beasts, they've covered a lot of the content for us, so that's been really good. But I've been just so busy, you know, community stuff.
Booked and busy wreck, that's what we call it.
She's seen my calendar. It's truly a piece of modern art. It's very scary. So I apologize to the audience that I haven't been on Tech Bites, but I'm working on it. So
it's good that we got this one out, especially for Toronto. It's an exciting time. It's the first of hopefully many in the future, and the place is packing up already, Rick. So.
Yeah, it's funny because like the camera crew is recording me here, but they were recording us just earlier this week, and all kinds of different content we're working on. It made me think about what you got to do. You got to go to that VeeamON Global Launch virtual event. Go to veeam.com. I'm in it. We got some breakouts. We've got Enter ID. We've got stuff. We're going to launch information. We're going to hear from the CEO about security.ai. Full information across the portfolio. Bill Siegel. I love it when Bill Siegel talks. He always brings the zingers, so I'm really excited for that. All right, everyone. Be sure to go to veeam.com to register for that VeeamON Global Launch. And thanks for watching this episode of Tech Bites.